Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta. So, reading skills. This topic is from the fourth unit. Already we have discussed what is reading, what are the purposes of reading. So, what is reading? Reading is an activity that is important for all professionals as well as common people, because as a human being we have to get information, and to get information we have to read newspapers, we have to read books, we have to read articles, etc. As professionals we have to go through again newspapers, books, reports, emails, and other kind of text. That's why reading is very, very important, and it requires concentration, because without concentration, you cannot read. And if you are able to read, you are not able to understand that. So, for proper understanding in reading, it is must that you must read with full concentration. The process of reading. What are the steps? अलग अलग बुक्स में आपको अलग अलग स्टेप्स मिलेंगे. यहाँ पर मैं अभी जो आपको बता रही हूँ, दीज आर रिकॉग्निशन, परसेप्शन. आई थिंक ये ऊपर नीचे हो गए शायद. नो, वन पेज इज मिसिंग, वो अपलोड ही नहीं हो पाया है. कोई बात नहीं, मैं आपको बता देती हूँ उसको. रिकॉग्निशन, सेकंड इज perception, third is comprehension, and fourth is association. So, what is recognition? First of all, when we read, we have to look at the symbols. And words are the symbols of facts and ideas, or numbers are there along with words. So, we have to identify these symbols. And for this, we must have a good knowledge of vocabulary. We must know the spelling and pronunciation of different words. That is essential. अभी इतना लेट तक बच्चे कौन आ रहे हैं ये? कबीर. Okay. So first is recognition, where we recognize the symbols, we recognize the words. Second is perception. In perception, these symbols are translated into meanings. When we read the words, we try to get the meaning of those words assembled in the form of a sentence. And for this, knowledge of grammar is must. Because with the help of grammar, we can assign proper meaning to that sentence, to the idea, or to the information. Then, third step is comprehension. Comprehension means understanding. When we get the meaning of the words and the sentences, we try to understand that information. So, comprehension means understanding the meaning and putting it in a context. Because we can understand the meaning of the words, but we can understand the message when we try to understand that information in some context. Without context, that information may be a simple fact or simple statement. Yes, please. Do you want to say something, Bita? Aditya? Okay. So, in comprehension, we get the exact meaning of that message, and that is obviously done in some context. And in at this stage of comprehension, we must be able to read between the lines, because this can help us. Reading between the lines can help us avoid the problem of denotation or connotation, because different words may have multiple meanings. And in a particular context, a particular word may be there in its connotative meaning or in its denotative meaning. So, when we relate that message or that information in some context, we get the exact meaning of that word. Next is association. This is the final stage. At this stage, the reader associates what he or she reads with the existing knowledge for better understanding. जो भी आपने पढ़ा है, जो भी आपने समझा है, you can relate it to your prior knowledge of that topic, prior understanding of that information, or existing knowledge. And this can help you get a better idea of that topic. So, these are four steps of reading. Now, besides these, रीडिंग के लिए आपको कुछ और अलग अलग पर्पसेस भी या सॉरी स्टेप्स भी मिल सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, रिस्पॉन्सिंग एंड या रिस्पॉन्डिंग आप उसको कह सकते हैं, रिस्पॉन्डिंग. एंड थर्ड इज मेमोराइजिंग, कि जो भी आप पढ़ते हैं आप उसको पहले समझते हैं, यू रिस्पॉन्ड टू इट, यू गिव रिस्पॉन्स. एंड थर्ड इज यू memorize that for future reference. But in the process of reading, these four steps are there. Now, reading at various speeds. Reading at various speeds. कल लास्ट क्लास में भी आपको मैंने बताया था, when we read at different speeds. It depends upon purpose, it depends upon text, it depends upon time as well. For example, when you read for examination purpose, जब आप अपने एग्जाम्स की तैयारी करते हैं and you have 1 month, you read at a slower speed. आप थोड़ा स्लो स्पीड से पढ़ते हैं बिकॉज यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्स्ट, यू हैव टू मेमोराइज इट, यू हैव टू गो थ्रू ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट. तो आप एग्जामिनेशन पर्पज से पढ़ रहे हैं, आपको याद करना है, एंड यू गेट ए स्लोअर स्पीड. बट when you are reading the same text just before your examination, for example 10 o'clock your exam is to start, और 9:30 या 9:15 या 9 o'clock आप अगर उस टेक्स्ट को दोबारा पढ़ते हैं, 8 o'clock भी अगर आप पढ़ते हैं, यू रीड एट ए रिलेटिवली फास्ट स्पीड, क्योंकि तब आपके पास उतना टाइम नहीं है एंड यू हैव टू गो थ्रू द एंटायर टेक्स्ट. जो भी आपके नोट्स हैं, जो भी आपके क्वेश्चंस हैं, सो यू गो एट ए fast speed. So this reading speed depends upon various factors, and different types of reading. This speed of reading can be classified into 3 broad categories. आप अपनी स्पीड क्या है रीडिंग की, यू कैन इजीली आइडेंटिफाई इट विद द हेल्प ऑफ वॉच. फर्स्ट इज स्लो रीडिंग. स्लो रीडिंग, what is the pace? 100 to 250 words per minute. Means if you are able to read 100 to 250 words per minute, you are a slow reader, or you are reading at a slow speed. And generally, the text which is very difficult, the text which is boring, the text which you have to go through completely, which you have to understand. This type of text is read at this rate, at this speed. एज पर भी डिपेंड करते हैं. बच्चे जनरली किसी स्लो स्पीड पर पढ़ते हैं. छोटे बच्चे, स्कूल चिल्ड्रन जो अभी स्कूल में गए हैं, उन्होंने अभी वर्ड्स को थोड़ा ऐड करके पढ़ना ही सीखा है. So small children, kids read at this slow speed. Second is fast reading. Fast reading 250 to 800 words per minute. 250 to 800 words per minute. The text that is interesting, this can be read at this speed. Last is very fast reading. Very fast, 800 words per minute and above. And generally, scholars read at this pace because their concentration and understanding levels are very high. They can easily understand the text. They can easily go through the entire text at a fast pace. And they are able to concentrate also. So, because of their concentration and understanding level, they can read at this very fast pace. Now, if you are a slow reader, you need to improve your reading speed. And how can you do that? That is given here. There are various ways, various techniques. First, look at the groups of words rather than at every word. आप एक बार में एक वर्ड को ना देख के अगर आप ग्रुप्स ऑफ वर्ड्स को देखते हैं, you can read at a fast speed. You can improve your reading speed. Improve your vocabulary, improve your pronunciation, learn the pronunciation of difficult or unfamiliar words. That will help you. Third, make reading a daily habit. Read more. The more you read, the faster you can read. Try to read faster by timing your reading. आप टाइमिंग के साथ भी अपनी रीडिंग प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं and this can help you improve your reading speed. But before that, you must check your reading speed. Then reading for different purposes, ये हम पहले ही कर चुके हैं. Reading for information and other things. Reading between the lines. जो next important part है, that is reading between the lines. What do you mean by that? Reading between the lines. Any one of you? Reading between the lines? Ashima?
Ma'am, it's understanding the meaning of what we are reading and thinking it from a different perspective.
Yes, you can say that. At the same time, reading between the line means to understand what is not written and what is hidden. So you are right to understand what is not written in the text. Indirect meaning of that information or indirect meaning of that message. Sometimes a lot is left unwritten. And if you are able to understand that meaning, if you are able to derive that meaning from your reading, you are doing or you are reading between the lines, or you can be called a good reader, an expert reader. So, reading between the line means understanding the hidden meaning or intention behind the written words. Sometimes the writer cannot write the true or exact or his, जिसको आप कह सकते हैं कि एक जो डिजायर्ड इंटेंशन उसकी है वो उसको रिटर्न नहीं उसको रिटन फॉर्म में दे पाता है. that is left unwritten. He writes something else. But if you read that message carefully, you can get the true intention or you can get that hidden meaning. So you can read between the lines not only while reading a text but also while listening to somebody. कई बार आपने देखा होगा न्यूज़ रीडर्स को भी when they present their program or when they are presenting something, they are commenting something, they want to say something else, but they use some different words. अगर हम उनकी लिटरल मीनिंग पर जाते हैं, you get one meaning, but if you think about that statement deep, you can get the exact meaning. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर एक एंकर कहता है कि ठीक है अभी पेट्रोल और डीजल के प्राइसेस बढ़ रहे हैं, इसका आम जो नॉर्मल पीपल हैं, कॉमन पीपल हैं, उनके ऊपर उसका इम्पैक्ट आ रहा है, महंगाई बढ़ रही है, लेकिन क्या है, हम लोग तो जनता हैं, जनता को तो सहते रहना चाहिए. तो क्या वो ये एग्जैक्टली यही कहना चाहता है कि जनता को सहते रहना चाहिए? नो, ही इज ट्राइंग टू से समथिंग एल्स. The same is there in written form as well or written text as well. So, reading between the lines means to get the hidden meaning or intention behind the written words. In examination questions, generally questions are what are the four steps of reading process or describe the reading process. Another question is what do you mean by reading between the lines? Now, various methods of reading जो हम कल उसमें लास्ट क्लास कल ही निकलता है बार बार कर चुके हैं. लास्ट क्लास में थोड़ा सा आपको एक हल बताया था. Various methods or various types of readings include skimming, scanning, studying, labeling, etc. Skimming is the reading for gist. जैसे आप मिल्क के ऊपर से करते हैं ना कि पूरा वो एक उसका पूरा बटर आप निकाल लेते हैं एंड दैट मिल्क इज कॉल्ड skimmed milk, जिसमें से बटर निकाल लिया गया है, तो वो जिस्ट जो उसके वो सब निकल चुका है. इन द सेम वे skimming, when you get the gist of the entire text by reading, or when you read to get the gist of that, कि ओवरऑल उसका मीनिंग क्या है, ओवरऑल व्हाट इज दिस टेक्स्ट अबाउट, किस बारे में ये टेक्स्ट है. इफ यू रीड फॉर दैट पर्पस, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्किमिंग. Scanning is done for specific purpose. If you have to look for specific or particular information in the entire text, you do scanning. And in this scanning, your eyes move in a zigzag pattern or in S pattern throughout the text. तो आप जल्दी से एक zigzag या S pattern में आपकी eyes मूव करती है entire text में to look for that particular information, that is called scanning. Then third one is labeling. Labeling helps a person to remember the context of a document. And for this, you survey the text in a particular manner. First of all, we look at the title, we look at the section headings, then spatial print, illustrations, graphs, and tables. And with the help of all these, we get an idea what is that text about. So that is called labeling. Then sampling. Sampling is also a way of or method of reading. सैम्पलिंग में आप क्या करते हैं, आप अगर किसी बुक फेयर में जाते हैं, बुक स्टोर पे जाते हैं और आपको अपने लिए एक अच्छी बुक आपको लेना है, तो आप क्या करेंगे, आप उस बुक का रिव्यू पढ़ लेते हैं, पीछे लिखा उस या उसके बुक आप प्रीफेस आप पढ़ लेते हैं, ठीक है, या उसकी समरी को आप देखते हैं. यू आर डूइंग व्हाट, यू आर सैम्पलिंग, क्योंकि वहां से आप एक आइडिया लेते हैं कि वो बुक कैसी है, टेक्स्ट कैसा है, वेदर इट इज वर्थ रीडिंग और नॉट. सो दैट इज सैम्पलिंग. नेक्स्ट इज स्टडीइंग. स्टडीइंग को थोड़ा सा आप लोग ठीक से देख लीजिए, बिकॉज स्टडीइंग इन्वॉल्व्स a particular method, and that method is called SQ triple R. SQ triple R or SQ3R. S for survey, Q for question, first R for read, second R recite, and third for revise. So SQ3R method is used for studying. So these are main methods of reading. Purposes हम already कर चुके हैं. We read for information, we read to get knowledge, we read to do some research, or we read for entertainment or time pass. So various purposes are there for reading. क्वेश्चंस इससे जनरली यही आते हैं, इससे ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस इसमें नहीं होते. रीडिंग बिटवीन द लाइंस एंड प्रोसेस ऑफ रीडिंग, और रीडिंग इज एन एसेंशियल पार्ट ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. तो वहाँ पे आप रीडिंग के पर्पसेस, व्हाई डू वी रीड, उसी को इलेबोरेट करके आप आंसर कर सकते हैं इफ सब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चंस आर देयर. ओके, नेक्स्ट वी हैव first chapter, that is principles of good writing. Principles of good writing. पहले आप ये बताइए, रीडिंग में आप लोगों को समझ में आ गया है या कोई डाउट है? If you have any doubt, please ask. Yes, Harsh Gupta.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt, beta?
No, ma'am.
Harshit Chauhan.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Mudit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mudit. What is your feedback?
No doubts, ma'am.
No doubt. सुना भी है आपने पूरा?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Karthik Negi.
Yes, ma'am.
यस कार्तिक, आप मुझे बताइए कि लास्ट वीक में हमने कितने टॉपिक्स कवर किए हैं?
लास्ट वीक में?
यस बेटा.
लास्ट वीक तो एग्जाम्स थे.
हाँ, मतलब उससे पहले.
उससे
इतना
पहले
पुराना याद नहीं है.
तो पुराना प्रेपोजिशन वगैरह कर रहे थे.
चलिए, अभी इसी वीक में हमारी इससे पहले 2 लेक्चर्स हो चुके हैं. उन दोनों लेक्चर्स में व्हाट वर अवर टॉपिक्स?
मैम पैराग्राफ्स वगैरह के बारे में डिस्कस किया था.
गुड. वी डिड पैराग्राफ राइटिंग एंड इन लास्ट लेक्चर वी डिड एसी राइटिंग. ठीक है, वेरी गुड. ओके, सो आवर चैप्टर इज प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ गुड राइटिंग. टेक्स्ट ऑलरेडी आप लोगों के पास है. आप लोग उस टेक्स्ट को देख सकते हैं. ठीक है, क्योंकि वो मेरे लैपटॉप पर है, मेल पर नहीं है. तो मैं यहाँ पे उसको, यहाँ मेरे पास डेस्कटॉप पे भी नहीं है वो टेक्स्ट, तो मैं उसको आपको शेयर तो नहीं कर पाऊंगी अभी. आप लोग के पास है, आप वहाँ से उसको ओपन कर लीजिए. This essay is written by L.A. Hill. In this essay, Principles of Good Writing, L.A. Hill tells us the principles that we should follow if we want to write well. So, in this essay, basically, L.A. Hill provides some hints, some points, or some principles for the people who want to learn writing skills, who want to be a good writer. He says they must be able to think clearly and logically. They must be able to increase their vocabulary and expression. They must know how to find subjects for writing, how to make them interesting, and what to avoid in writing. So, these are the main points. In this first sentence, he gives the entire gist of this chapter. Then he goes on explaining these points. If we want to write well, we must think clearly and logically. He says if one wants to be a good writer, first of all, he must develop his thinking and logical ability, thinking ability and logical thinking ability. So one must be able to think logically and clearly about a topic, because if you yourself are not clear about that, you cannot go in a logical manner, you cannot write well about that topic. Your readers will not be able to get that message clearly and in a proper manner. And to develop this ability, one should practice thinking about a subject and follow it step by step. ऐसा नहीं कि आपने कोई भी टॉपिक उठाया और उसके ऊपर लिखना ही शुरू कर दिया. नो, फर्स्ट यू मस्ट हैव क्लैरिटी अबाउट दैट, एंड दैट क्लैरिटी should be in a proper manner. And the first thing, we should practice thinking about a subject and follow it step by step. We should practice it repeatedly. And this practice should not be done only once or twice. It should be done repeatedly. For example, if we think about the freedom of a man, we shall find that his freedom is limited first to what is possible, then to what is legal. अब जनरली अगर हम फ्रीडम के बारे में क्या सोचेंगे, फ्रीडम मीन्स आज़ादी, हमें चाहिए आज़ादी. अब आपको अगर कहा जाए आज़ादी के बारे में लिखना है तो आप कुछ भी लिखना शुरू कर देंगे, बट अ गुड राइटर always thinks about the exact meaning of this freedom. And to think clearly about this topic, he will find that first of all his freedom is limited. Freedom is not free from constraints. क्योंकि आपकी फ्रीडम वहां खत्म हो जाती है जहां से दूसरे की फ्रीडम शुरू होती है. सो दैट इज कन्फाइंड टू अ लिमिट. सो फर्स्ट, दिस इज लिमिटेड. सेकेंड, you are not free to do anything, because certain things are there which are not legal. Certain things are there which are beyond our limit, which we cannot reach. So if we think about this freedom, we'll come to know that freedom is limited, and freedom is limited to what? What is possible and what is legal. And he gives examples to support this point. He says, अगर आप पॉसिबिलिटी की बात करते हैं, so one is not free to go to Mars because this is not possible. हर एक के लिए वो पॉसिबल नहीं है कि आप चाहें और मार्स पे चले जाएं. Second, you cannot kill your neighbor, you cannot kill anybody because it is not legal. So he gives these two examples to support his point. So in this way, one should learn to think clearly and logically. Then repeated practice of this sort on various topics will improve our ability to think clearly and logically. Second point he gives, increase our vocabulary. To be a good writer, it is essential to increase the vocabulary or stock of words or expressions. And to enhance this, we should read widely and carefully. So how can we improve this? How can we increase our vocabulary? We can Do this by reading widely and carefully. Widely, because when we go through different types of text, we come across different kinds of words and different words in different context. We should note down the interesting and useful expressions and know their meanings with the help of a dictionary. This will help us enhance our vocabulary or expressions. Third point, he says, one can learn writing by writing only. Can you give one example to support this point or to explain this point? One can learn writing by writing only. Chaitanya? Chaitanya?
Hello. Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
Chaitanya. Yes, Chaitanya. Can you give one example to support this point? Or not to support, but to explain this point? One can learn writing by writing only.
Yes, ma'am. The more we practice, the more we gain experience. We know how
Yes.
to, we make mistakes. So we know how to not make
ये
mistakes next
गुड
time.
बेटा, बट यू आर एक्सप्लेनिंग, मैंने कहा है आप पे कोई एक एग्जांपल देने के लिए, एक रिलेटेड एग्जांपल.
मैम जो ऑथर
बहुत अच्छा
होते हैं,
एक्सप्लेन किया है आपने, बहुत अच्छा एक्सप्लेन किया है, नो डाउट. वेल
मैम जो
डन.
ऑथर्स होते हैं वो बुक्स लिखते हैं तो उनकी वोकैबुलरी और इंक्रीज हो जाती है.
ठीक है.
मैम
अगर
सो
आप कुछ
राइटिंग
बोलो.
makes their writing more good.
वेरी गुड. अगर आप डेली लाइफ से अगर उसका कुछ एग्जांपल अगर आप उठाते हैं, यू कैन लर्न साइकिलिंग ओनली यू स्टार्ट डूइंग दैट.
After cycling, yes.
अगर आप घर बैठे हैं और आप दूसरों को साइकिल चलाते हुए देख रहे हैं एंड यू वांट टू बी अ गुड साइक्लिस्ट, यू कैन नॉट डू दैट. आपको खुद साइकिल चलाना पड़ेगा. इफ यू वांट टू बी अ स्विमर, यू हैव टू स्टेप डाउन इनटू वाटर. आपको खुद उतरना पड़ेगा पानी में, ओनली देन यू कैन लर्न स्विमिंग. द सेम ही सेज. He says one can learn writing by writing only. You cannot you cannot become a good writer by thinking about it. You have to start writing. हो सकता है आप अच्छा शुरू में ना लिखें, but by doing it again and again, you can you can achieve expertise in that. So one should write without waiting for any inspiration. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई आएंगे सुग्रीव और उठ के और वो सॉरी कौन थे वो, नाम ध्यान नहीं आता. सुग्रीव वॉज नॉट देयर. जामवंत और कुछ लोग और जिन्होंने हनुमान जी को याद दिलाया था कि ठीक है आप करो. सो यू नीड नॉट दैट इंस्पिरेशन. इफ यू वांट टू बी अ गुड राइटर, यू शुड स्टार्ट राइटिंग ऑन योर ओन. अपने आप अपनी इंस्पिरेशन से आप लिखना शुरू कर दीजिए. सो वन शुड राइट विदाउट वेटिंग फॉर एनी इंस्पिरेशन. गुड राइटिंग डिपेंड्स अपॉन हार्ड लेबर एंड लेस अपॉन इंस्पिरेशन. How to find subject matters to write on. Subject matters कैसे आपको लेना है. अब ये भी एक बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है कि आपको किस टॉपिक पर लिखें. आपने सोच तो लिया आपको लिखना है, बट on which topic? If we carefully observe things around us, we shall find many interesting things to write about. He says, अगर हम अपने आसपास देखते हैं, we can find many interesting things which we can write about. We should read our newspapers, books, and magazines carefully and note down the striking things and ideas that we come across. From these things, also, we can get certain topics to write upon. If we develop a warm understanding of human joys and sorrows, we shall find a lot of interesting things to write about in every ordinary incidents of life. But for this, we have to be sensitive enough to understand the pain and pleasure. We must have a good understanding of people's sorrows and happiness. And if we are a good observer, we can write upon these topics as well, or we can pick certain topics from our daily incidents of life. To be a good writer, it is not enough to find out interesting subjects only. One has to write about them in an interesting way. इसके साथ साथ एक और चीज़ ज़रूरी है that we must write about these topics in an interesting manner, because if we are not able to write in an interesting way, we cannot develop the interest of our readers. To write interestingly, one has to select what kind of readers he wants to write for. तो लिखने के लिए जो नेक्स्ट कंपोनेंट है जो बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है, दैट इज़ द रीडर. फर्स्ट यू हैव टू डिसाइड योर टारगेट रीडर्स. आप किसके लिए लिखना चाहते हैं? यू वांट टू राइट फॉर students, you want to write for sport persons, you want to write for ladies, females, you want to write for kids, or you want to write for scholars or elderly persons. So first you have to choose your readers. Then you have to find out the subject matter that interests them. जो उनके इंटरेस्ट का है, जो उनको अच्छा लगता है, जिसमें उनका इंटरेस्ट होगा. क्योंकि अगर आप फीमेल्स के लिए लिख रहे हैं और एड्रेस आप उनको कर रहे हैं, लेकिन लिख रहे हैं आप एल्डरली पीपल का इंटरेस्ट का टॉपिक, दैट विल नॉट बी हेल्पफुल. दैट इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ एनर्जी एंड टाइम. सो फर्स्ट यू शुड select your readers, then you should choose the topic according to their interest. Moreover, we must remember that subjects that concern us at present interest us more. और इन सब के बाद भी एक जो तीसरी चीज़ आती है वो क्या है? That we should select those topics, those things which are of present concern. If we write about future, people will not be interested in that because we don't know about our future. We are not interested in that क्योंकि हमें नहीं पता कल क्या होगा. We are living in present. So the topics or the things which are of concern at present can interest the readers most. So these are some of the things which are necessary to be taken care of before one decides to write, or before deciding to write something. Next is, a writer should thus select subjects that are of present interest and that are interesting to that kind of readers that one selects or one targets. अभी स्क्रीनशॉट आप लोगों ने लिया है किसी ने? स्क्रीनशॉट लिया था आप में से किसी ने अभी?
यस मैम, ये एक बच्चे का.
ठीक है बेटा, अभी मैं इसको अभी क्लास को ये वाला सेशन में एंड कर रही हूँ. आप लोग रिजॉइन कर लीजिए एंड विल कंप्लीट इट. एंड एट that time only I will take attendance.
Recording.